Newman, and I'm here to talk to you today about art therapy. Art therapy is something that's been extremely prevalent in my life and has helped me overcome obstacles. So what is art therapy? Art therapy is defined as a form of psychotherapy involving the encouragement of free self-expression through any type of medium. That can include painting, drawing, using clay, sculpting, music, dance, theater, anything that expresses yourself. Writing is included in that. Art therapy is used to treat a variety of diagnoses, such as epilepsy or autism or depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, just to name a few. So why do we need art therapy today? Art therapy, for one, helps improve social skills, can improve mental, emotional, and even physical states. It can be beneficial to those who have mental disorders, even abuse. It's been used to treat domestic violence, just an example that I know of. Art therapy is extremely important because for a lot of people, especially kids, it's difficult to express your feelings using words. I include myself in this. Art therapy is a tool used to communicate that does not require words. Art therapy can show feelings that you can't express. Art therapy is, this is one reason that art therapy is used for kids with autism or kids who have a hard time expressing themselves. This is my friend Gabby. I met Gabby at a place called the Children's Ranch. The Children's Ranch is a ranch for kids with special needs and disabilities, and they use a method called hippotherapy. Hippotherapy is the therapy involving animals, specifically horse riding, to treat different ailments very similarly to art therapy. But at the ranch, during one of their summer programs that I was a part of, I was a volunteer there, they had activity for art. And they brought in a special education art teacher to teach a project. This art teacher, although I didn't know it at the time, would be extremely influential in my career choice. But this art teacher taught a project involving self-expression through a self-portrait. He had the kids take a wood plaque and collage it. They could not just draw a picture of themselves or draw what their face looked like. They had to draw what they felt or their emotions. And that is extremely difficult for anybody to do, let alone these kids who have trouble expressing themselves as it is. So I first want to talk about Gabby. Gabby I met at the ranch. Gabby has something called atypical Rett syndrome. Atypical Rett syndrome has made it extremely difficult for Gabby to communicate using words. She is 20 years old, but she has a very hard time communicating past the age, past the maturity level of a toddler. So if you met Gabby on the street, you would think that she had the intelligence of a toddler. But I want to show you a piece of her writing. Gabby's outlet was writing. She blogs. She said, "Think of yourself in a cage, in a room full of people, and the cage is soundproof. You feel uncomfortable, maybe thirsty or hungry, in need of some assistance or wanting to ask a question. Think about how frustrated you are when nobody hears. No matter how loudly you shout your requests inside your cage, none of the people in the room with you can hear. Now imagine instead of a cage you are trapped in, it is your own body. That is my life. An intelligent mind imprisoned in my body." I don't think any toddler could say something like that. And that sort of just gives you a glimpse into her mind and the way she thinks and the struggles that she faces. She's actually published pieces from her blog for several online newspapers, which is something that if you met her, you would not think she was even capable of doing. Another camper at the ranch is Addie. Addie was also a part of the self-expression using self-portrait activity. I've known Addie for years, but I have never seen so much improvement and growth in her than the week we worked on this project. Addie has epilepsy, and she has had epilepsy almost her entire life. It wasn't until recently that she was taken off of one medication and put on the right medication. It was around the same time that she started going to the ranch and interacting with the animals, which was very beneficial to her. She's an avid rider and very highly functioning now. Addie's self-portrait was one of the deepest pieces that I had seen. Addie she made hers 3D. She put a little pill bottle, a medicine bottle, from one of her old medications, and she hot glued it onto the wood. And then spilling out of it, the bottle was open, and spilling out of it, she had all these incredibly positive aspects of her life today that she's thankful for, and things she's accomplished, and things she's proud of, and all things that she was able to do and was able to express through art. These were not things that you can medicate. This was something that, given the opportunity, could only be expressed through something like art therapy. So this is an example of art therapy, just to give you an idea of what we're actually talking about. So as you can see looking at these pictures, art therapy caters to a wide range of ages. Art therapy has been known to help young kids and also the elderly and everything in between. Nobody's too old or too young for art therapy, which is really special. I think a baby can paint before they can talk, and that just sort of shows how it's a tool for expression when there aren't other ways of doing it. Art therapy is really unique because it gives you a chance to express yourself without the use of medication, without the use of expensive therapy, without the use of anything except for maybe a pencil or maybe a can of paint. And I think that's one of the most important things about art therapy. It's accessible to everybody. A lot of times, only the richest or the most affluent communities can afford the right treatment. And art therapy gives an outlet to everybody. Art therapy, after watching the transformation that art therapy has given the kids at the ranch and other kids I've worked with, that special education teacher actually influenced me to pursue a career in art therapy. And I hope that I can change the lives of children just like he did at the ranch. Thank you.